Hey, what's up guys, it's Kira, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I am going to be filming my first episode of my journey to self-love, and I feel like I've addressed this a few times in the past sort of year or so, but I've really been struggling with the amount of weight I've gained. I've been struggling with the way I view my body, my confidence, and just my self-esteem and the way I feel about myself in general. And I've sort of tried here and there throughout the last year to change that, but nothing's really worked, and I'm still here in this position where I feel, I'm not gonna lie, fat and unhealthy and unhappy in my own skin, in my own body, and it really does take a toll on you. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate, because being in lockdown for now a year, obviously you're going to put on weight. But on top of that, about 6 months before we went into our first lockdown, I just got into a relationship, so I had relationship weight gain as well as quarantine weight gain, because the first 6 months we were going out to dinner and the cinema, and I was just eating all the time. And I feel like once you find the person that loves you for who you are, it's so easy to like gain weight and not really care, because you're like, I'm settled, I'm in a relationship, I'm happy, he's happy, it's all good. But it's gotten to the point where I can't even fathom what he sees in me, because I can't even look in the mirror anymore without crying. I personally, and I know this isn't a healthy way to look at myself, I know that, and that's why I'm gonna work on it, but I personally just hate what I see when I look in the mirror. I'm not healthy anymore. I'm very short for my age. I'm 22 years old and I'm about 5'2", if that. So it's easy to see when I've put on weight, and when you calculate my BMI, I am actually in the overweight category, and that makes me so sad, because all of my life I've done sport almost every single day. I played netball, I did ballet, I was always exercising and moving, and since coming to uni that obviously changed, and my priorities shifted from working out and exercising and all those extracurricular stuff to medicine, studying, passing my exams. And after a while you start to notice it. You start to notice the effects of not working out as often as you used to, not being as active as I used to. And it's gotten to the point where I can't do it anymore. I need to do something about it, because otherwise I'm going to be unhappy for a really long time. And to be honest, sometimes when I think about it deeply, I get really, really sad about this, because if you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll know I started therapy about this time last year, because I suffer with anxiety and depression. So I really prioritised my mental health for the last year. I started therapy, I'm on antidepressants, I am doing everything I possibly can to get myself out of that sort of depressed hole and anxious state, and I feel like I've achieved that. I'm not saying that I'm the happiest person in the world all the time, but my mental health is finally healthy. I'm finally in a place where my mindset is so much more positive. If something goes bad in a day, or I'm having a bad day, I don't immediately just get really depressed and want to self-harm. It's now, okay, I'm having a bad day, I'm going to be nice to myself about it, because everybody has a bad day and that's okay. So for me, the fact that I'm so unhappy with my body kind of just makes me so frustrated, because I've worked so hard on my mind and my mental health, and yet I let my physical health slip and I'm not how I want to look. And that's not because I care about what anybody else thinks about the way I look. It's about how I care, and how I want to be able to look in the mirror every single day and be like, wow, I look hot, I look fit, I look healthy, I'm happy. And I really just want to work on the way I view myself, the way I view food and my relationship with food. The fact is, I've worked so hard on my mental health for the past year, like I said, but I still don't feel like I'm at the point in my life where I actually love myself for who I am and who I'm going to become and what I do. And I know that sounds really cheesy, but I'm sure a lot of people deal with it, where it is sometimes really difficult when you look in the mirror and there are just so many negative things. All I think is, wow, I'm so fat, I'm so ugly, I've got a new spot on my forehead today, why is this happening to me, these jeans don't look good on me, none of my clothes fit. Like, nothing positive comes out of my mouth when I look in the mirror at the moment. So I guess what I'm saying is my first step towards achieving self-love will be losing a bit of weight and starting to really view my body in a more positive way. But that is not going to be the main focus of my videos. I did weigh myself about a week ago because I did want to see my starting point for this journey, and I saw that number and I immediately was so sad for like 2-3 days, because it is disheartening, especially when you've grown up being so fit and healthy and happy, and it's just difficult, and I don't want to put myself through that on a daily basis of weighing myself. So that's not how I'm going to do it. I just wanted a starting point, and then in a couple of months I will probably weigh myself again, but it's not going to be a regular occurrence. I'm going to be taking progress pictures. I'm obviously going to be filming these videos, and I'm going to try and upload episodes of this series every week or two, and I really just want to bring you guys along with me for this journey to firstly keep me accountable, and secondly to sort of just share it and be really realistic, because a lot of people, they show their weight loss journey after it's happened, and I mean, it just makes that goal seem really unattainable to everybody else, because it's like, okay, cool, you did that, I don't know how long it took you or how you did it, I don't know any of the struggles you went through, but you did it, and that just kind of makes me feel like shit. So I'm going to take you through from day one to however long it takes, but I really just want to be serious about this now, because I am so fed up of being so unhappy with my body. And it's crazy because working out makes me feel so happy, it makes me feel so good, and also eating good food and experimenting with recipes also makes me feel really good. So the fact that those are kind of the two key things to losing weight makes me really quite annoyed that I haven't lost any weight yet, because those are the things that I prioritise. But I'm realising that it's all to do with consistency. I will eat really well for 4 days and then go on a binge for another 4 days, and that's just not gonna help. That's not how I'm gonna get to where I want to be. So my goals for this journey are firstly, like I said, to work on being consistent. I want to come up with a really good daily routine that encompasses all of these healthy habits that are going to help me achieve those goals. I'm going to work on eating healthily every single day, but I'm not going to restrict myself. If I feel like I really want a chocolate, I'm going to have a chocolate. If I want some crisps, I'll have some crisps, but I'm going to really work on following the recommended serving sizes. So if I did, for example, want some crisps, I'm not going to allow myself to eat a whole share bag of Doritos. I'm going to look on the back, see what the recommended serving is, pour that out for myself, and then I can have that. I personally think that's a really healthy way to look at it, because that's what's recommended. I can see how many calories it is. I will keep myself accountable for the amount of calories I'm eating, because I'm going to be recording it in the Lifesum app. My third goal is I want to work out 4 to 5 times a week, and on top of that I really want to work in more cardio, because at the moment gyms aren't open, and if they were I'd be so much more motivated. Every single time I would go to the gym last year, I would be on the treadmill as a warm-up, I would do interval sprints, I do a lot of HIIT workouts, and I can't do that at home because I don't have a treadmill. So I really want to work in some sort of low intensity cardio into my daily routine, i.e. go for more walks, basically. Get my body moving, go for more walks, even if it's just 20 minutes, it'll get me outside, it'll be really good for my mental health and also good for my physical health. So I guess that was my fourth goal, and my fifth goal is to take care of my mental health, which I have been doing, like I said, but with a process like this, I don't want to jeopardise the amount of progress I've made, so I need to protect that. I'm going to carry on obviously with my therapy sessions regularly. I'm going to work on journaling every day. I want to work that into my daily routine. My mental health is doing okay, but it is going to deteriorate if I keep looking at myself like this in the mirror. So it's all about changing my mindset to how I see my body and how I feel in myself, but also losing a bit of weight, because that is where my confidence lags. It makes me feel so unbelievably shit when I'm wearing clothes. I can't stand to wear anything other than baggy hoodies and joggers or leggings because I know that you can't see any of my lumps or bumps or curves under those. And it's so sad because fashion used to be a really big part of my life. I used to express myself in so many different ways in the clothes that I wear, as does everybody else. Fashion is your way of showing people who you are without actually talking to them or knowing them. And at the moment, people are probably thinking that I'm just a hobo. Like, I actually generally look homeless most of the time. I know that nothing is going to change if I don't start to push myself. I've got this box in my cupboard of clothes that I've had since first year of uni. I'm now in fourth year, by the way. Clothes that haven't fit me for at least a year, and I've kept them all because firstly, most of my denim is from Topshop, and Topshop is expensive. I refuse to donate / throw out these clothes because I spent a lot of money on them, and at one point or another I used to feel so damn good in those clothes, so I refuse to get rid of them. But at the moment it's just like this box of shame in my cupboard. I am actually terrified to look in it, get those clothes out and see if I can even get them over my butt, to be honest. But that is kind of what I need to do. I feel like I need to compare where I am now in terms of my body and my weight to where I was when I was at my healthiest, at my fittest, when I fit into those clothes. And I'm fucking terrified because I used to feel so good in those clothes, and now I just know I'm gonna try on like my favourite pair of jeans from a year ago and I'm not gonna be able to button them up. But I just think I really need to push myself. That might be the wake-up call that I need to really just start consistently working towards my goals. I don't know if any of that made sense, but it's time to get that box out and to try on some clothes. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this pair of jeans because I know that these are the ones I'm going to struggle with the most. I would fit into these perfectly comfortably when I was at my healthiest, my fittest, my thinnest, so I'm pretty sure these aren't even going to fit over my thighs, but this is a starting point. This is how I'm going to figure out how much weight I need to lose just to be back to my healthiest self, my healthiest weight. So I'm going to try not to be too hard on myself and keep remembering that this is just a starting point. This isn't where I'm going to stay forever. Oh my god, that is not the one. Moving on, I have multiple denim skirts that I used to absolutely love wearing on a night out. They made me feel so hot, if I'm honest, because I'm not really a girly girl, so denim skirts were really the way to go for me. They made me feel feminine but also kind of edgy. I used to feel really fit in them, but I know for a fact just by like holding this up against me it's not gonna fit. This is another skirt that I used to feel like such a friggin' badass in. I absolutely love this skirt. It's from Topshop. That's a no. Okay, the last thing I'm gonna try on are these trousers from Bershka. Again, very my style, very like edgy but casual, and I used to love wearing these. These used to be an absolute staple in my wardrobe in first and second year, but I've been way too scared to see if they'll actually go on. Okay, we got them over my thighs at least. Oh my god, holy crap, I can't breathe. If I'm honest, I'm kind of impressed that I got them over my thighs and I got them to do up, but they definitely did not used to look like this. I never used to have this roll of fat hanging over, and believe it or not, these used to be really baggy on me, and right now they kind of look like skinny jeans. So I'm impressed that I got them on in the first place, but it feels really defeating to see how much weight I've gained, because I used to feel so comfortable and confident in these, and now I can actually barely breathe and I feel so self-conscious. That was probably the hardest thing I've had to do in about a year. Like, I'm sure so many people relate. The quarantine weight is real. Everybody's probably put on weight with the takeaways and the lack of exercise and all this stuff, but for me it breaks my heart, because it's not that I hate my body because I'm fat. I kind of hate where I'm at because I'm not healthy. So that is it for episode 1 of my journey to self-love. I'm really sorry if this video was all over the place, but I was just trying my hardest to not get emotional. I don't want to cry on camera, so I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did then please subscribe for more, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!